Everyone, I'm literally on set, fresh off recording this video, but of course, you'll all have seen the Zubimendi news. I'll be live at 5 p.m. on the Goonerverse because, listen, it is big news. Of course, we want signings now. This is a very good player who is apparently set to join Arsenal. There have been links to Dusan Vlahovic and lots of other stuff being said as well. So we'll cover all the transfer news on a live on the Goonerverse. Go check me out live at 5 p.m. UK time on the Goonerverse. But this video, I still wanted to get it out there. Some real thoughts going ahead into the North London derby. So I hope you enjoy it. But yeah, don't worry, we'll cover the transfer news a little bit later. Look out for that. Enjoy the video, everyone. So I haven't done an analysis piece on Arsenal for a while. I mean, to be honest, I don't think any of you would find it that interesting if I did. I mean, I don't think Arsenal are doing anything tactically particularly interesting at the moment. I've talked about the problems I think we have in kind of numerous other ways, whether it be the podcast or the odd video I've made here and there. But I also think that, I mean, quite frankly, if you want a breakdown of what Arsenal really do well, especially from a transition perspective, I'm going to put the link in the description below, but go watch this video by Alex from The Different Knock. Because just a sensational breakdown on Arsenal's issues, you know, converting moments where they win the ball out of the pitch into actual chance creation. And yeah, it's a really good watch. I really recommend it. Speaking of Alex, though, he also did an unfiltered kind of just unscripted set of thoughts on The Different Knock, which I also thought was very good. You can tell I'm a fan of that channel, right? I reference it almost every video. But it kind of prompted me to do a similar thing here, but not in a kind of getting everything off my chest, but more in like a this is North London derby week, people. And if that didn't have enough sort of spice to it, Unai Emery rocks up in town with Aston Villa. Last time they did that, they pretty much ended our title hopes or relinquished our control of the title race. I don't know about you lot. I really want to beat these lot. All of them, both, this week. And I know we have problems. Hey, the negativity around Arsenal, I get it. Questions around the manager, sure. Is the process stagnant or regressing? Or worse than that, is this the beginning of the end of Arteta's journey? Is this what it's amounted to? These are fair, fine questions. Question of the players, how good are they? Was our £65 million striker and most highly paid player at the club giving us these performances in big games? Cool, fair question. Why is our captain not showing up at the moment? Absolutely fair. What are our ownership doing to help address situations, especially with injuries? All fair questions. But I don't know about you. I did a similar thing in a podcast with Sharoy before we faced Tottenham away earlier this season. But I'm just sick of rival fans dancing on our grave when we're not even dead yet. We have our problems. I just said that questions around all those elements of the club are completely fair. I not only think it's fair, I've entertained that conversation, I've been having those conversations, we've been on Forever Arsenal, wherever. But I just feel like if there was ever a week, where we need to just almost just middle finger to the rest of the world and say, fuck this, it's this week. Because when it comes down to it, I love this football club and I will keep going to games or keep watching forever. I'm watching, whether it be the AFTV studio, here at home, away with my family, at the Emirates, wherever it is. I will keep watching games. I will be in Australia, in a month's time, and I will be up at 3 a.m, whatever it is, to watch games because I'll be supporting my club and because I love this football team and I love this club, no matter how much it hurts, no matter how much it goes wrong, okay? And yes, to a degree it is just football, but they are a staple part of my life and I'm not prepared to roll over and die and give up on them. Not when the 2 seasons before this, they've shown an ability not only to be a really good side, but actually to pull themselves out of some kind of adversity and some kind of poor form and an area of real doubt. They've been able to pull themselves out of it and remind everyone who they are, whether it be us, the fans, or our rival fans. Big six clubs are laughing at us. They haven't beaten us in 2 years or something. It's little things like that. Ooh, what a trophy. I get it. What a trophy. Cool. So my message to these players and this board and this manager, do what you can and prove to everyone that you are worthy of picking up a trophy. Because I promise an FA Cup and a Carabao Cup, which has been knocked out of this last week, wouldn't have even been enough for some people. So go and win the big ones. Go and show them what you're about. And how do we do that? How do we do that? Because we've got to do something we haven't done in 21 years in one competition and something we haven't done ever in our history in the other. So here's delusional me making this video saying I'm not willing to give up. And listen, I get why some people have. Totally. But I just can't bring myself to be like that. Not on North London Derby week. I hate them. And I want us as a fan base to show a degree of unity and rock up and make some noise and make it horrible on a Wednesday night for them. And make it a really, really nasty occasion and batter them and go get the win. Now, this video might age poorly, but my point is I'm just not willing to throw in the towel. I'm just not. Even if we lose to Spurs, the reality is I'll come back the week after and I'll keep supporting and keep watching and keep hoping. And if we lose our next 3 Premier League games, I'll go, well, the Champions League, you never know. But because that's just how I'm wired, to support and hope and whatever. Even though it's pretty much all drained out of me, I will always find a way to, dig it back out of me, because I'll go, well, Liverpool or Forest, you never know. And yeah, that's true, you never know. So how about when they next get their Fulham 2-2 draw at home, or their Man United 2-2 draw at home, how about we capitalise on that? How about we be ready to capitalise? And it starts this week. And you never know. Strange things have happened in football. But you've got to make it happen for yourself too. Which is why I look at the Kroenkes and KSE. Mikel Arteta described you as some of, if not the best managers in football, the best owners in football, if not the best he's worked with. Go and support that statement. Go and say to Mikel, thanks for what you said back then. Let us show you that support now. What do you need? The 200 million you had in the summer? You have it now. Go get who you need. Go overpay if you have to. Show that ambition that you've shown with your other clubs around and your other teams around, the world of sport. Show that ambition to get what Arsenal need through the door to actually not just be competitive but get us over the line this time. There's a chase in the Premier League. The Champions League, there's a blank canvas there for us to do something we've never done in our history. Am I hopeful? Or am I confident is the word? No, but am I hopeful? I'll always be hopeful, like I said. KSE, eyes firmly on you. Go show that ambition. To the players, Havertz, you're getting slandered left, right and centre. Ødegaard too. Marino, people don't think you can move, mate. I don't think these players are... listen, I think the criticism to a degree is fair. I don't think these players are as bad as we're seeing at the moment. Martinelli, some people are done with you. I don't think, I'm not. I remember Ødegaard's through ball at Porto and the form he showed at the end of last season. I remember even when he came back from injury for a few games, how great it felt to have him back. I remember Kai Havertz in the run-in last season, assists and goals at Tottenham and Man United. I remember Martinelli's 15 non-penalty goal campaign in the Premier League 2 seasons ago. Now, are these players as good as that level? Maybe not. But are they? They might have been purple patches, but are they as bad as what we're seeing now? Absolutely not either. So pull yourselves out of it. It's a North London derby. If ever there were a game to be up for, this is it. This is the one. You win that, I promise you, the energy in the stadium. Forget all this. Forget telling us to make noise. Make us make noise. With your performances, with your intensity, with your commitment, with putting these lot to bed. Mikel Arteta, I thought you were down and out the winter of 2020. I thought you were down and out when we lost to Everton in December 2021. How many 20s in there do you want? And following that Everton defeat, the 2-1, where the football was dire, lacklustre, we'd run out of ideas to break down a team, drama with Aubameyang, everything. We go and put in a performance against Man City. Okay, we lost. We went to put in a performance against Man City at the Emirates that told me, okay, this team is going somewhere. And I've been on board ever since. Last season, we weren't having a great first half of the campaign, and you pulled us out of it and you turned it around. Arteta, you have been able to time and time again find solutions. Not get over the line, but find solutions to the point of a 50-point, first half season campaign. To a 100-point pace title run in form. You know, you've been able to recharge this team, re-energize them in a different way, whether it be tactically, whether it be installing belief, whatever it might be. Mikel has found a way. Do it again. A lot of people out there still believe you're one of the brightest young coaches in football. Go prove them right and go prove the doubters wrong. And you know what? Conversations about where we are with these players and the managers, whatever, we can have down the line, maybe end of the season. But for now, a lot of people feel there's nothing to play for, and I hear it. But I'm just going to keep watching, always believing that there is something to play for. It's Tottenham on Wednesday, then it's Unai Emery's Villa on the weekend. I'm desperate to beat them both. And if we do that with a Forest or Brentford doing us a favour, for what it's worth, I don't think they will. But if, and who knows, something comes out on the injury front, I'm telling you, the season feels very different immediately. Still difficult, still unlikely that we lift silver, I hear all that, but it feels different. And that's all the fans need to re-energise this team and get loud in the Emirates again. There's been a lot of news recently on transfers and the Jesus front. I'll cover that in a live show on the Goonerverse tonight, so look out for that. But I think fans, rival fans, are dancing on our grave, and I don't think we're dead yet. And I have no problem criticising my team and saying what I need to say about my team. But it's got to a point where you go, hold on. I want to have a go at the team for the things that I think they're doing wrong. But then it comes in from all angles. Fans of clubs that are doing way worse than us. Fans of clubs that haven't sniffed silverware in years and years and years. And they're telling us about our problems. And I think ours are fixable. So part of me wants to go, do you know what? It's like I'm pissed off at my team, but get behind me. I'm willing to defend you again. Maybe because I'm an idiot, but ultimately because I'm a massive fan of this club. So let's go again. It'll always be the message, unfortunately, but I mean it. This week more than ever, let's go again. Let's beat them. Let's get active in the window. From the Cronkies to the players to the manager. I'm not saying you can all do better because we can see the levels aren't there. You can all do better because I know you can, because I've seen it. So rediscover that, and let's just, middle finger to the world and try turn this season around. Hope you enjoyed this, everyone. And maybe you feel a touch inspired, or maybe think I'm an idiot. But that's genuinely how I feel. See you all in a bit. Come on, Arsenal.